Hi. Welcome. Welcome, Sunbro, Debulicus, dogs. Are you awake? Are you wide awake? Are you Alan Wake? Welcome, Oddity. I sure hope so. Welcome, AR Borgamer. Pretty sleepy? Me too, really. But that's okay because it's Ellen's job to be awake, not mine. Welcome, Hickory. I feel like I had something to say, but I don't remember what it is. So I'll just say this instead. Yeah. It did not really save, I see. I have to fight the birds again. Tragic.
Ow! Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This is normal. These birds are weird.
Bird moment. Thanks for the lane number helping. I must fight the bird. Welcome, Puddle and Cordova. It was a good choice. For birds to challenge the cat.
Hurry! You can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper.
Birds
Perhaps he
cannot
could
hope
learn
to
something.
defeat a cat.
Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche.
I will
a
rotate
tool
when the
to use in
cutscene
writing
ends.
fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Also, did I say thanks for the remember? I hope I did.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
I got
This is
distracted by birds
Rose?
at the
I
time.
found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
They got her. We saw that last time, but it didn't save, so we are seeing it again. Mute it. Twitch won't mute it, but YouTube will detect it. I am not too worried about it with this one. Welcome Umbrant. Wow, I can't believe you forgot me. Now I need to rotate. Will this jog your memory? Maybe. Remember now.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is
Not
a
an eye,
manuscript I
I'm a cat.
supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't
I
know.
am not
She's
stinky
resourceful.
and I don't hate
I
showers.
told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of
If I
interesting
hated
stuff while I was
showers, why
digging
would I
around.
take one every day?
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays
Let
her
me
rent
just
on time.
wander off.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances,
I am not stinky.
mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister.
I will shine a
Indians
flashlight
thought the
at
lake
you.
was a doorway
This
to
is
the
a
end of the
threat.
world. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
If you are made
Yeah,
of darkness,
okay.
you'll
Anyway,
really dislike it.
There was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Hello, Violet, that is false. I am a cat today. I am also a writer today. Randy's dogs. hot dog, chili dog, corn dog, taco dog. The famous dog, big dog, monster dog, belly burster. Trailer trash dog. Which one are you guys ordering?
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer. Just follow me. It's not far.
The belly burster is $16. What on earth is it? It's like 5 times the price of the other dogs.
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
Sir, I am hot dogging. Be patient.
Oh, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Welcome,
Yeah,
non-PC.
how about
that sounds scary.
It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
That's alarming. A boat fell from the sky and nobody seems to care much. Welcome, Trimtle.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about
Very
this stuff
childish,
were written
definitely
by
not
Cynthia
real.
Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
What was he doing to the dumpster? Welcome, Toad. Clearly you've never had a conversation with a cat that wants to explore your lawn.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Her plants are dead.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my
Definitely not
manuscript?
evil.
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really
Why
good.
did I kill her plants? Revenge.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I
Her
understand.
plants. They
I
burned
know
down
what
my
you
family
need. A
home.
muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Turn the light on. Old woman jump scare.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
You have to wait like 13 years
tell
for the
reality
musical.
From dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me.
In Alan
She's
Wake
an old
2.
woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing
Well,
faster
this game
and
does
faster.
have one to sorta.
My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's
Welcome,
less
Winder.
of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into
I'll
a
get the
horror
hat
story.
when he's done
I'm
yapping.
getting close. I can feel it.
Finally I can become Alan Wake. How's that? Show you the elephant. There you go. She has two. And also a shrine of Alan Wake above her bed.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Coffee. Cooking with corn 72 tasty recipes.
Welcome to
Yeah,
the
she
Oh
only
Dear
seems to
Diner.
have like 2 books.
What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
What are today's specials?
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more.
The shade thrown at Barry Lamau.
I'm so handsome.
The hot dogs were the standout side. Nah. Oh hey, there's the books. She does have all of them.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
I guess she only put that one book in the shrine. Maybe she likes it the most.
Liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Why does he know her normal bedtime?
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional
The weather
plunge
isn't
into
even that
nightmare.
bad.
Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, hi, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
Yeah.
I think he just didn't like Barry.
I had argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something
This
like
is
that,
the guy that we saw in the jail cell.
Well, you know, he's, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure that you will walk away?
Well, that was weird. Not the cat pocket.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God
What
knows
am I
what
gonna
you've done
get?
to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway!
I
You're
committed
under
0 crimes.
arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Lane!
He's so aggressive. He came out there to blast me.
What are?
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Bet you
I hated
regret
to leave
calling
Barry
the police
behind,
now.
but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Stop running! There he goes!
The cops are committing violence on me. I don't even have a gun. They are so ready to shoot me. I'm just a writer.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
For
This game
decades,
existed
the
before
darkness
Twitch,
that wore
though.
Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
I don't think they did it for the Twitch streamers. Not true. When did Twitch start existing? Twitch launched in 2011. I guess Justin TV was there before that. Oh boy.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me he fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. Can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
What a rational individual.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here.
That thing seemed to be happening to them. I'm sure they're fine.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies, are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions.
I can't believe Bigfoot did this.
Out.
Bigfoot is being framed. How do you know? Are you Bigfoot?
Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run.
Local helicopter annihilated by birds. Yeah, so you're dead. I do not like feet.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But it was... Hey, what you... Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean?
I'm escaping the cops because the FBI has shown up and they hate
I
me.
don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I bet it does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I think that the FBI guy might be insanely drunk too.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance. I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Hello, random civilian. Got directions to the coal mine.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The
The
darkness
fence
that
is
was after me
vibrating
was
with
trying to
anger.
stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
beam. I defeated it with my Allen beam. It's so evil. It's screaming at me.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
This is a lot of cops for a small town to lose.
Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
But Brent, what if I like the screams? So many flashbangs, very nice.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door.
Surprised people here don't have like scanners themselves.
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Well, fat for her. Seems if I hit them directly it blows up instantly. A nice health refresher. I hate when they stab me with their sickles. It's like they're trying to kill me or something. Can you believe that? They're so fast. I'm almost out of flashbangs now.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
The night owl. Why does he look so weird on the billboard? His eyes look so silly. Why he look like that?
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale.
He uses a
We
new
gotta.
writer name every time he speaks to me.
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
He put his hands right into that pile of broken glass.
Even if it kills me, you hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming
He's so
a book
silly.
The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
There is definitely something wrong with him. I forgot the controls. Gun acquired. Is this where I came from? No. There better be something good up here. I don't think those guys want to give me directions. They want to throw axes at me. Okay, so maybe this was where I came from. Why did it spawn enemies on me though? Welcome Leviathan Dream. Loot.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
The darkness got his buddy. Sad. Now to walk all the way back down. The birds are pissed. You're so angry.
was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
How nice of the power company. That was so many guys. I almost ran out of ammo. World's strongest cans. Birds have poor night vision. That's interesting. Spin. Welcome, Ree. There we go. One rotated cat. I would really like some more ammo.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have
It's
shaken
me,
its head
famous
after the
writer
impact,
Alan Wake Drew.
fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
The dozer is coming for me. Very scary noise. Lost chickens get trapped under streetlights. That's kind of cute.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Federal business. That's what I say when I don't want to answer questions too.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. It's something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right
Normal
with the call.
conversation
She
with
sounded
my wife.
wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage, before it flew at me again.
It shook in a dark rage. I like that objects just get really angry at me. You don't need to see my badge for that, Brent. It's normal procedure. I'm always on official cat business. Why do these areas breathe at me? It's like... Welcome, Netrunner. And yeah, when you go those cache areas, there's just this weird breathing sound. I'm not sure what
I
it
could
means.
see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Naya, there is your Nia. Nia. You made an egg sandwich. Sounds tasty. I should have eaten more food before stream. I am getting hungry already. Nia. Yeah, another one. The darkness has taken over my chat. And they are spinning me to delay Alan Wake. Welcome Mark Nemo.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
It is jostling the wood. Every single object is trying to kill me. I should have just used the flare. I always forget to use flares. I don't think my spins are that strong.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
World's angriest pipe. I used the flare, didn't you see?
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Spinning as an evasive man you ever. True, I wouldn't know how to fight a rotating cat either.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything.
So this is
and it was
Stephen
getting
King's
closer.
fault. have no idea. I've never read a book. Illiterate.
Did you call 911?
Big talk for someone in explosive barrel range. Very rude indeed.
We take the facts of our existence for granted.
Yo, it's
Unaware they're
showtime.
merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I...
Bro, run.
What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
This is a cult. Run.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Don't say it, chat.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go
Brent,
looking
no.
for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such
You
quests
didn't have to
always
say
bear
it.
fruit. Night Springs.
One second. There. It's very close to a file type. There's MPEG or whatever. A video thing. Though it's like a codec or something. I don't remember.
The darkness
I did not
surged towards
embrace
me,
any
sucking
allegations.
everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
It's an image format. I see. The rumored dozer. That wasn't so bad. I guess I did use 3 flashbangs though. Yeah, web can be pretty annoying. Though often it's just because nothing seems to support it as a format. Dogs are why you blushing about image formats. You missed the part in the game where a guy actually got preg. He kissed a girl and got pregnant. This is why you shouldn't kiss girls. It could happen to you.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
To the mines.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
No smooching in my chat. And definitely no getting pregnant either.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening,
Everyone
let me
hates
just
that
say,
fee guy.
I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
I would leave you with the looping stream if I was being arrested, I guess. I don't have one prepared for such a thing though. I hope I do not get arrested. A compliment for Marie. Let's see. I bet if the dark presence tried to take you over, you'd be able to resist it. Excessively feline behavior, that's not illegal. They can't arrest me for being a cat. Naya, there is your nail. Don't send me to kitty jail. They cannot contain me.
Welcome back to KBF-FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding
You'll
that
never
special
catch
someone,
me,
that
Nia.
soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
An overturned laundry basket, a cruel
You got me
prison.
there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Why are they talking about love?
I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that. What I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time
He's
ago,
trauma
but
dumping live
since
on
then,
air.
there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just
Arm
say,
myself to fight the
it's
fishes.
shaken a few things
True.
loose.
Back in Dredge I waged a long war against the fish. But there were just so many. True, if it's your show you can trauma dump all you want. Just like streaming. See that 6 slide?
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if
This
the writer
man
had
is being
anything in
weird
him.
about
He'd
my
been
wife.
promised as much.
Seems like a weird car to be around here. This is a pretty old one, isn't it? I don't know much about cars.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Welcome, Riot. It was in mint condition. Well, now it's better than mint condition. Something something flaws make the art something something. They got a lot of stuff in here. A compliment. Let's see.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Compliments hard to think of. Puddle, you're doing a great job of avoiding the darkness today. It hasn't stolen your skin yet.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me.
Why must
The
I
new
say
sun
weird
turned the
things?
place into a
It's
sauna.
what the compliment
The
reading
day
is for.
dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of
He
time.
destroyed that chair.
The bastard never showed up.
I guess it could take the rest.
You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow
But
the
I
path
think
from
it
the mine,
starts
you can't
with the
miss it.
skin.
There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
I had to get to Mirror Peak. It was
Okay, well,
close.
suddenly
Maybe
it's a
closer than
nightmare.
ever before. When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in
I'm
his
glad
life.
she was full of life
Everything
at the
she did
time.
was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
I've never played an amnesia game really. They aren't really my type of horror game. The problem is you can only really run and hide, and I like to fight things. Yeah, I did see the newest one lets you fight. Though the monster is unkillable. I think letting the player do more stuff is nice. box is trapped in a box. They want me to go in here. World's angriest stove. I always thought it was weird that you can't kill the thing in Alien Isolation. I haven't played it, but I've watched a little. Aliens can die in like every movie. Yeah, I think Outlast is definitely where I draw the line.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Well, there's also supernatural things in Outlast. It doesn't help to kill the alien. Maybe there's more than one then. It's like in the horror monster now. The horror monster that wields cards. Yeah, I think Outlast sort of poisoned horror games for a while. We got a lot of walking simulator sorts because of its popularity. I guess it's fine for the people who like them, but I want to kill. Good thing Alan is immune to explosive barrels. Imagine him writing that like on a paper. The darkness approached him, but little did the shades know, Alan is immune to explosive barrels. What's stopping him from writing that? He can just write that.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Tree. That's a little haunted, I see.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
You don't know that, Alan. What if they made you like flashbang a bear or something? Is this how my dreams are? I don't remember my dreams like at all, so I have no idea. I practically forget them the instant I wake up, so it's like I basically don't have them. A blind bear is still dangerous. Well, less dangerous
I
than a
stared
seeing
through the
bear.
bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
He really comes up with another author name every time he talks to me. Bat. You could beat any bear. Fight Glove. Destroying my legs for a thermos. He's just a little guy. So you're saying you can't beat any bear then? Curious.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages
Welcome,
I had
Barry.
for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
I see that makes sense. Yeah, apparently the smoky stuff went poorly. Since it just led to a buildup of flammable things. Forests are actually supposed to burn every now and then. A lot of trees actually depend upon fire in some ways. I can't remember which tree it was. One of them uses the heat to open its pine cones. It's me. The power of tree. So many. There is one he can aim. But for some reason he can't aim that one.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach.
I didn't
Was
know
it going for
California
Alice?
imported flammable trees. It's a fast guy. We did a lot of very silly things to the environment in the past. We probably still do.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
It does sound like quite the experience to be in a place with firestorms.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was
Birds that
fumbling,
cause
and I had
fires
no
on
plan.
purpose. I'm not sure if Australia is real, it sounds made up sometimes. Wow, it was only in 1970. Interesting location. I've been to a place like this before. Though it was more like a museum sort of thing. For an old ghost town from the mining times. It's me. Bridge. I could not live in a place with those spiders. I would never feel safe again.
outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through,
What is
wearing
Alan
the
even
flesh of
doing
men
in
as
the video?
disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend
He's
being
so
taken over
astounded
by
by
a
the
dark
camera.
presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Yeah, I heard that one of the prime ministers just got taken by the sea. That's crazy stuff.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Oh boy, a text. I find it funny he mentioned spelling errors. Would you rather the kidnapper have perfect grammar or bad grammar? By Australian rule of law, those crabs should be the Prime Minister now.
Birds.
Birds. The crabs hide in the sea because they too are afraid of Australia. Perfect grammar but in Comic Sans. Yeah, someone like that would definitely be the type of person to commit crimes. My wife is whispering to me. Can't you hear her?
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Imaginary wife attack. It's not Puri, we aren't married. Let's go the scary way. True headaches are not known for warning you.
Alice?
Alice!
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
I'm sure it's fine.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
I feel like a mine like this would be just full of toxic chemicals. And probably not safe to just walk around in. Please no, not Wolfgang.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting
What's
pressure
the
of
worst
their
that
judgment.
could happen?
He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
There's a body of water out there that they have to scare birds away from because otherwise it will just kill them. I forget where it is though. But the water is so toxic they have to come up with crazy ways to scare the birds away from it. Anything from like speaker systems to a dude like shooting them. Oh, he made a door for me. How kind. Must be rough being a bird these days.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
I'm sure we can trust this 50-year-old machinery. Weird little puzzle here. Well, it works perfectly, so I guess it really was fine. It's even like still powered and fueled. Welcome, Lady J. How did they get around this place initially? Did they just do this all day? Not sure that meets OSHA standards. Maybe they were different back then. And you just use machinery like that?
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback,
He is
Tor,
attacking the
baby."
nurse. Cool. This was a silver mine, I think it said. At least one of them was. I feel like a coal mine was also mentioned though. Oh yeah, so the area we went to before. That was a coal
Great.
mine.
Another cable car. Just great.
This one near us was a silver one. All those boxes on my jackets. I would be very concerned and scared. Hold on. Why do I even get on these things? It never goes well. As I was saying goodbye. If that happened, I would be concerned. Because all of my clothing is in the room I sleep in. That would mean they could have just like killed me or stolen my skin. Train.
Shit.
No spider posting. There is an Alan Wake game that does have spiders actually. It's like $1 on Steam. I'll play it after we finish this one probably. That's terrible, that's scary. If I found a spider in my bed, I would be very unhappy. George would not help me in the slightest. You give the spiders a sip. I don't trust it. What if that just makes it want more? I do not negotiate with spiders. It may wander into the bathroom. How about it wander into hell?
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
I saw a centipede like last month and it was awful. It didn't do anything, but I saw it and that made me unhappy. I pray that I never see it again. Again. What route exactly did the kidnapper take to get up here? Because it's clearly not this route. If the centipede fell on me, I would probably be traumatized for life. A very sane room here. That is what would happen if Jerry did not have Tom and vice versa. he's right, or he can just write himself some stronger knees.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Death Stranding does have shadow monsters, that's very true. Some similarities between them for sure.
I had to get... I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
The gaslighting of the future.
You're fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? They got a writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please, don't hurt me.
What is happening to that guy? Sounds like he's probably fine. I'm not sure if I could see that from anywhere. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's gone. I think I'll just hear every bone in his body break. I'm not sure if that's a fall survived or by a human being. I guess the lake is magic, so it's okay. No fall damage. Copyrighted music attack.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that
What
Alice
was
had
the
been
song?
kidnapped.
I don't know
But that
the
was
name.
a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Eaten up is a fitting word for what happened to that guy.
It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman. I fell.
I
I
had
like
to
the
give
what
you a
happened
set.
last though.
Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very
Even if
important
it just
that you
happened, it's
stay
fun.
calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think.
This is probably
focus.
a fine stopping point for today.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Oh my god, empty page. Let's head to the chatting screen. Oh cool, the main menu changes every time we advance the story. I like it when games do that. But also this place looks so insanely haunted. One second. Hi. Barry didn't die. He did get arrested though, supposedly. Don't worry, we'll see him again. I'm a bit sleepy today. Not even Alan wake, I am Alan tired. Yeah, I had a little trouble sleeping for some reason, it was annoying. Oh well. 20 hours stream. Why are you intent on killing me? You say you like me and then you try to kill me. Don't worry, I'll try to get more sleep tonight, like extra sleep. I am not going to eat any chatters. "30 hours would kill me twice. "20-hour sleep stream. Wouldn't you get bored? Nothing would happen. Nah. Welcome, Sna. I'm not going to drink a chatter either. I'm not a vampire or a people eater. 8 or more hours and get the well-rested bonus. It's a pretty nice bonus for sure. What if a chatter is particularly edible? Can you give me an example? Which chatter is edible here? We aren't blending chat, you are safe from the blender for now. I will protect you from the blender. Nya. Thanks for watching, Puddle. You think violet is edible? It's made of purple. Name one purple thing that's edible. And don't say grapes, eggplants, or jelly. Blueberries are blue. I said you can't say those ones. I could eat a blueberry, but you're the big blueberry, so I won't eat you. Grape jam. That's still grape. You know too many purple things. Blue potatoes are purple. Why are they named wrong then? Purplebers. Nobody's ever seen a purple numbers. Are sweet potatoes and yams the same thing? Oh wow, they aren't. They're even unrelated plant families. Vegetables aren't real, don't believe their lives. Lies. Purple cabbage and purple carrots. Purple is infiltrating our food supply. Wake up. Welcome, Shadow Moon. Don't lick me. Squid and octopus are purple. I've never seen one as food before. If the red onion is purple, why is it named red? The food namers. I am coming for them. I am going to destroy them and their colorblind eyes. Is that a vacuum? Don't vacuum me either. Keep your tongues and your cleaning equipment to yourself. Do not talk twa in my chat. Did she go to jail for her crimes, or did she just get away with all that? A nice smile for the camera. No. Happy. They got executed. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Hoktwa is like a girl who say that once and then she became a meme and then she had like a talk show. Then she made a crypto coin and rug pulled everyone who bought it. Basically scamming them out of their money. But I think she just like got away with it. If numbers isn't real, where does the tail go? Well, if I'm not real, the tail isn't either. Why do you guys have so many licking emotes? Does every VTuber other than me have a licking emote? Yeah, you really should avoid most of those coins if you don't want to be scammed. It's kind of sad that crypto is basically just a scam. It might have been nice in like an ideal world where it functions as a currency. Like especially with the banks and the payment processors lately. A strange number of streamers have licking emotes. Should I get one? I feel like I should. It would only be used for evil. If numbers isn't a real cat, where does the tail come from? I am real. You can trust me. Real and factual cat. It would be used for evil, so I don't think I should. Maybe if I am in more of an evil mood, I suppose. Tongue for the model first. I'd need to get like an art update and more rigging for that probably. I am not really sure how tongue tracking works. You might need to use another program too. I should really look into that stuff, but it feels like my tracking is alright, so I haven't really messed with it much. I do not lick myself when I shower. I use the shower like a clean person. Bridger, I am going to tell you something that may be weird for someone who has been a tuber for 5 years. I have no idea what Bridger is or how it works. I am a cat, I just use the shower. There's no law that says a cat cannot use human technology. It goes in the workflow somehow. Yeah, that's the impression I get, I think. Yet, they cannot outlaw me. Keep my furry from poofing. What? What? I think it would be cool if I could fluff up, but I don't. But maybe I should look into the Bridger thing. I am not sure if my model needs to be like set to actually use it or not though. I think my tracking is pretty decent as is though. Maybe not top of the line or anything, but like I move around and stuff. How to keep my fur from bluffing out after bathing? I will never reveal my secrets. Not enough jiggle physics. I don't have anything that would jiggle. Except my ears, I guess. I would honestly like it if my ears were more wiggly, maybe. Still cutie huff. Though. Backside. You cannot see behind me. I cannot rotate on that axis. I can on the 3D model, but you're still not seeing any jiggling of any sort. Can I touch a static ball? It would be funny. What is a static ball and where can I find one? I'll start recording more VR stuff and work through Half-Life Alyx. So you'll probably see the 3D model again soon. Yeah. Things you throw in dryers. There's balls for that. I use these little sheets. Oh, the balls of lightning, I love those things. Plasma balls, yeah, those are cool. 3D numbers ... It's real, Riot, you've seen it before. Wait, the sheets are old-fashioned now, it's balls now. Help, I am being rotated. What is the benefit of a sphere over a sheet? Yeah, I use a dryer, I don't like my clothes to be moist. They are loud. That's fun. Or possibly annoying. You have a ventilated room. That sounds even harder to get than a dryer. A common one, I see. I hate waiting for things though. I want my clothes to be clean and dry now. The more time I spend washing and drying the clothes, the less time I have to be a cat. A compliment for Sna. Let's see. You're very good at doing laundry, Sna. I never see any blood on you despite the many times you have killed Riot. Excellent job. But yeah, I guess that's neat that they just sell electric spheres these days. She won't let you out of the basement. What are you doing in the basement? Sounds like you're trespassing. And thus should be put in jail. A basement-shaped jail. The cycle. Do cats like warm places to sleep? I generally prefer it to not be cold. I don't sleep in a pile of clothes, though I sleep in a bed, which is like a pile of clothes if it were long and not wearable. If Snip hit me, what would happen? I don't really know what Snip is. Shin and Jelsina. I think most people should avoid touching me. There's like only one person that has a head pat pass. Human bed or cat bed? Human bed. A cat bed would be too small. Honestly, a human bed is too small. I want an even larger bed. A bed that when people see it, they get jealous of my comfy bed. Someday I'll have that. Small goal. Envious rather than jealous. I don't know the difference. Envy is wanting what someone else has. And jealousy is fearing the loss of something you have. I see. Complicated. Welcome, Onai. I have a throne, but it has literally nothing on it. Do I always land on my feet? I actually do usually. I have not fallen over in probably like several years. But also I don't really go outside, so that probably helps. Would my bed have a canopy over it? I don't see the point of that. Listen, I'm sorry, the throne is empty, I just don't know what I want. I don't really need a lot of objects, so I don't know what to put on there. All the things I do want are computer THNGS, and people are already trying to mail those to me. A canopy in places that aren't cold and have bugs. Well, I live in a place that is cold and has few bugs. I actually like eating cucumbers. Though if one appeared behind me without my contacts in, It would be really blurry and I would be like, oh god, there's a green monster in my home. Enable the surprise gifts. What are surprise gifts? What do they do? Does it just mail me things as soon as you buy them? The devil ho. He's more of a pickle really. Yeah, Stream Decks do seem quite expensive for what they do. I haven't really seen a need for having one so far, but I guess I could move all of the numbers variants off of the numpad and onto it. I am running out of numpad keys. So you get a selection from their partners and you can just send them. Scary. An expensive keyboard without a number pad. Tragic. A separate keypad would be infinitely cheaper. Yeah, probably. I can't promise you that I'll put on surprise gifts, but I will say I'll eventually put something on throne. Like eventually. I don't know what yet though. 200 tiny plastic babies. Why do they sell those? What is the purpose of the tiny plastic baby? Very. Muscle massage purposes. I see. For baby showers. Actually showering someone in small babies for their baby shower. That's something I would do. That's like a joke I'd make. Thanks for stopping by, Onai. And thanks for your suggestions. What on earth are these objects? A toe spacer. It corrects your toes. I didn't realize toes could be wrong. This is a color. Well, a choker technically. But it also says human color. Scary. This is why we don't put on the surprise gifts. You guys could send me all sorts of unhinged things. Microplastics from small plastic babies. Makes drinks tastier. Well, that just sounds like a device for Mother's Berry. I hope. I hope that's just for the mothers feeding their children. I pray. I think there was a setting to not include adult stuff in there. White women x dinosaur erotica novels. I didn't need to know that existed. I guess there's something for everyone out there, but I never thought about that. Oh, did I miss a spin? It must be like flagged as more of like a medical device. Which is fair, I guess it is one. Or maybe not medical, but like for the mothers or something, I don't know. I should stop thinking about it. I don't require any domestic literature. Or any erotic literature. I can't even read. Someone suggested a Ratatouille plush. I remember I watched that movie like 10 times as a child. I don't really even remember liking it that much, but for some reason I just watched it multiple times. Manga that Booster recommends. Oh no, it'll be Yoi. PVC, like the piping. Women wearing pipes. As a child, I was a child in 2007, I think. Wait, really? That movie came out in 2007? That doesn't seem right. I feel like it's so long ago. Good luck locking in Trimble. I'm not a hag. I'm not a hag, calm down. I guess it did come out in 2007. That feels weird. Maybe I time traveled or something. I have no interest in clothes of that sort. Not if it's pipes or otherwise. It does sound kind of funny, like you. I don't know, you go to the store and there's just a mannequin. And instead of wearing like the clothes, it's just covered in PVC piping. Yeah, true. Why are you all experts in lingerie? Never mind, don't answer that. Wait, of all words I can say properly, lingerie. Why can't I say that right? Is this the French? Did the French do this? Anyways, I'll put normal and sane things on throne. Look forward to it, maybe eventually. Why aren't I a lingerie expert? I don't go outside and I don't have money. I think those are two pretty good reasons. I have internet. What am I just supposed to go Google lingerie? I'm not particularly interested in it. I play video games. I stay inside. I wear clothes. Fully against what? Gamer lingerie? What does it have, RGB lights or something? Imagine you're trying to sleep and your underwear is like glowing. I don't touch grass usually. I guess I went outside a little bit today. For like 10 minutes. Anyways, enough about underwear. Be sane, be normal. How badly did I burn outside? It was cloudy, so not at all. A lot to ask of a Twitch chat. This is true, I am sorry for asking the impossible. Why gussets should be cotton? What's a gusset? I looked it up and it gave me the oddest reference image for it ever. But I guess I understand what it is now. I guess I knew about this but never knew the word until now. Welcome to Salutio. I am not a vampire, Mark, I'm just a cat. You're still talking about underwear? I mean, it's fair thing to rant about, I suppose. Your clothes should be comfortable. I am not a vampire because I need no invitation. Second day in row they took a strange turn. I don't even remember what happened yesterday. Usually the insanity comes out mostly on the RimWorld streams. Underwear isn't strange? I guess not. Oh no, the milk discussion, I forgot about that. People are weird, you guys are weird. Everyone is weird. Anyways. Anything non-underwear related you guys want to talk about? Non-PC, no, not that. Chokers are pretty pogged. I think they are cute. I might be biased. How was stream this week? Pretty good. I am kind of recovering from working really hard on the anniversary. So I am trying to relax a little more after streams and play some games and stuff. And I think I am recuperating and surviving. You are still thinking about underwear? Tail works in mysterious ways, don't think too hard about it. Though I think on the 3D model you can see how it works. Let me check the references channel, it might be there. I guess I didn't take a picture of that part. Oh wait, I did. It's like this. You're a seamster? Really? No foolin'. You make bags, not clothes. That's still cool. Anyways, that's how the tail works. Happy. But yeah, streams have been going fine this week, I think. Same as usual, I'd say. Which is good because usually streams are good. You love numbers, tail. Secret collab? What secret collab? It's so secret even I don't know about it. I don't have the security clearance. Why are you so determined to cook Riot into fries? The one where Sna and I cast you into the volcano. That's like every week, Riot. Did I really forget a collab? I hope not. If I did, I guess I'll just die. Collabs are fun, yeah. I should do some more of those probably. Do something insane. That's my biggest struggle with collabing, is I have absolutely not idea what to play with other people. Nah. I own like 50 Coop games but never feel like playing any of them. It's annoying. Stop trying to eat your fellow chatters. If you guys get a taste for chatter flesh, you'll never stop, and eventually 75% of you will be eaten. What about RTS games that have multiplayer? There's a few like that. StarCraft 2 has some Coop missions, I hear, though I should probably do that with Purity since she likes that game. Welcome Dissolutio, your message came through. Welcome Verilestra, what is the Udil game? I don't know anything about anything. Oh, did you mean new guild game? The Guild Europa 1410. I've never heard of this until literally right now. What's it about? Have a nice sleep, Onai. Sorry, I cannot wee apparently. Wee. There you go. Economy sim and dynasty sim. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll keep an eye on it. Factorio has multiplayer that's tour. True. Factorio is like programming, though I'll go insane. The spaghetti. I mean, I do like Factorio a lot, it's just that I've played it a bunch already. I don't know if I'll stream it, but maybe sometime I will. I played the space expansion, but when I got at the planet I wanted to die. I love Abiotic Factor and I'll probably continue my solo run of it sometime soon. I was doing a collab with it with another person, but they got busy. I'll probably start over in Abiotic Factor since they fully released the game and recommended doing that. I've been watching Kana play it a lot and it's making me want to play it again. But yeah, you can probably look forward to Abiotic Factor relatively soon. Maybe after I beat Gloomwood it can go in that slot. Maybe after Alan Wake. I don't know if I count it as enough of a horror game. Daily Wordle. I'm a cat. I don't speak English. I don't know words. Violet does want to PvP me in StarCraft for some reason. I mean, I'll just lose like immediately. I don't really know how to play StarCraft that well. When I did play it like a decade or more ago, I would just spam Marines. Just Marines, 100% Marines. Arma 3 Respite. It seems like it would be a lot of work to set up, but that might be cool. Buckshot Roulette. That does seem like it would be a really fun collab game. I love shooting my friends. Marine Blob was effective at times, yeah. They adjust things on the fly. That's cool, I didn't know they could do that. Arma 3 seems like they did a really good job on their military sim stuff. It's a bit of a niche game, but it feels like they do a good job for their niche. I am happy it exists. Kind of funny that Arma 2 like spawned battle royales accidentally. I did play a little Arma 2 and just messed around with NPC battles and stuff, and it seemed like it had a lot of cool systems. Though at this point when it comes to respite stuff, I can do a lot of those things in Gary's mod if I try hard enough. Unless I got like 100 people or something. Maybe I'll give it a look though. I am becoming sleepy. I don't have to do anything. Oh, thank God I can stop eating and drinking. That was so annoying, always having to do that. Yeah, I appreciate the info, Barry. I like hearing about these things. Go to bed. I don't wanna go to bed yet, I just want to not be tired. Don't cast manual breathing, that's not allowed. I still have to set up the respite for tomorrow, so I can't sleep yet anyways. Though it will be an intermission, so it won't be that hard to set up. Manual blinking. Stop this. Why are you cursing me? What did I do to deserve these curses? Oh yeah, also the schedule, I made a mistake on it. Respite tomorrow will be on YouTube like normal. Anyways, Any last things you want to ask or say? Or shall we see who we can raid? Error version of the schedule. I don't think it's a collector's item. Do I love you? Nope. Thanks for watching, Mark. What am I looking for in RTS games? I have no idea. There are a couple ones I have my eye on. Like there was that roguelike one that I played the demo of. Dawn of War 4 got announced. I hope it turns out well. Roguelike RTS, yeah. Let me see what it was called. I have no idea how to find this. Rogue command. I played the demo and it was neat. It's in early access now. Other than that, I don't know, it kind of feels like they don't make the RTS games that I like anymore. They're always doing these annoying things where they're like, it's an RTS game, but they decided that removing a core gameplay component was somehow like an alluring twist. There's so many RTS games that are like that. Like wow, it's an RTS game where you don't get to move the camera. Yuppie. Carrier Command 2. Looks neat. Oh, it has a VR mode that sounds funny. Tropico. I've never played it. Tropico is hilarious. I don't know much about it. You're like a dictator or something, right? Banana Republic. Banana. Banana 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 banana. Sorry, that was kind of annoying. We stretched our banana today. I think that's a sign that we should raid somebody. How about we raid Gravity? We haven't raided her in a little while. You can hire pirates to steal the Eiffel Tower. Those are some impressive pirates. She kicked your ass. If Gravity kicked your ass, you probably deserved it. Help me think of a raid message. Maybe I'll just do a simple one. Can cats land on their feet? I think they are allowed to, yeah. The time of wake is over, which means it's time for sleeping. Sleeping cat raid, X7192 sleep. That's all from me for today. Thank you all for watching, whether it was live or the VOD. I hope you all have a nice day and or night, and I will see you next time.